Okay, sorry about that. We are good to go now. So last time we went on a wild and wonderful kind of adventure where Bucky um got possessed, kind of, and through a an adventure where you all beat the hell out of each other. um, you made a deal with the spirit trapped in the coat. Um, Before that, you had been making preparations to go track down and um, deal with. We'll leave it vague like that. Because anything could happen, but the local warlord, tyrant, terrorist, Redman, who seems to be kidnapping uh, anyone and everyone he thinks he can get use out of and putting them to work.
Alrighty.
Here we stand, hard cut to, I'm going to say the morning afterwards, and everyone is stood round the dock waiting for, word to go. Basically, this is my, make sure all your loose ends are tied moment.
Yeah. Well, what should we do?
Finn and Kieran are on the Mozu that has been mostly repaired, as good as they can do, and is a perfectly functioning, suitable ship right now. A lot better than it was when you left Shipwreck Island. I'm going to call it that because I don't have a name for it because it doesn't have a name. If you guys are wanting to just go ahead and head out, that's cool too. I just wanted to make sure that you had a chance to do anything else before you took off.
I think I'm good.
I have nothing.
All right. So, Christian boards the ship along with you and kind of looks around and wonder like, wow, just admiring the ship. And he even says like, I've never actually seen wood this color despite where we live. I mean, all the wood in the colorful trees in the forest nearby us is it still is, like hardwood colors, like the color of birch. This is kind of odd. This like purple lavender wood. Where did this come from? Sage, who happens to be sitting on the bow of the ship, just admiring the water as you push off. Nature and looking upon the horizon, he looks contemplative. Excuse me. And Sage says, "Well, there's let me find his voice. Well, there's different kinds all around out there. You just gotta know where to look. Just what I had on hand on the island I was on." And Christian nods and goes below deck to take more looks around. I will need some navigation rolls from someone.
Who is our navigator?
Pretty much. So, pretty much any survival role, but I think Bucky has the thing for it. Having mapped out this area as much as they can would get advantage on any navigational survival rolls.
Well,
second roll was a 1, but the first one was a 13 plus 5 at 18.
18 is fantastic. Okay. Where are my D10s? Okay. So Bucky, what you gather from your looking through what maps they had, it's really hard to map the Opal Seas and anywhere in the Feywilds because things are shifting constantly. But you think you got a good idea, but you know, you never know. This voyage could take 3 days, it could take 3 hours, but you think that you're at least heading in the right direction, following the wind and what the map that you have created, and you are going, sailing. You've been at sea for about 8 hours when on the horizon you spot a tiny little ship. It looks like a one, maybe two person ship. Barely a ship, more of a raft, really. On the horizon, you've got maybe an hour or two before you're gonna be nearby them, but they're definitely headed towards the way that you are leaving from. You know what I mean? Not necessarily towards you, but in your direction.
I will take note to warn everybody.
Cool.
At the distance we're at, can any of us identify anything on it?
Any noticeable design on the flag or?
There doesn't seem to be a flag. It's just kind of like I said, it's barely a raft. You do notice that it is moving at a healthy speed for a raft. In a couple hours, you can get maybe a little bit more if you want to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit.
They zoom in. They got like dolphins or something.
Motor raft.
You are going to think that I'm fucking with you. As you get closer, you can tell that you have seen these pink, like kind of almost fuchsia colored dolphins in the Opal Seas before, and it looks as if this raft is being towed by two of those.
Okay, I was just gonna say I rolled an investigation 18 plus 1, 19.
Oh yeah,
That's phenomenal.
that will give you that. You can see that there is a man laid back, wearing very baggy trousers, bare feet, on the deck of this little raft, and he's got like a wide, like sun hat, like a rice field hat. I don't know what those are called, and I fear I'm being insensitive.
Like the round yet triangular from front.
Yes, one of those hats is kind of like over his face, as if, you know, one would be taking a nap. And in fact, you can see his elbows from around the rim of the hat, where he's got his hands up, clasped behind his head, in like a relaxing kind of stance. He is wearing no shirt. Just these baggy pants and this kind of hat over his head as he's being pulled along.
He just thinks he's king.
So we can call that a coolie hat.
A coolie hat, okay.
Yeah. There's a few names for it that just don't seem okay to say, though.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I was like, rice field hat. I was like, that's I know that's gonna be bad, but I can't think of any other way to describe it right now.
Yeah.
Coolie hat though.
Okay. Yeah. You could also just call it a bamboo hat. If
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to get
no.
real simple.
So, we have a man laid out on raft being pulled by pink dolphins.
I love it. Can we get close enough to where I can jump aboard and just kind of vibe with him?
Oh, yeah. You actually
Oh my
can.
god. We're gonna lose Bucky.
Yeah, I wanna go. Hey, Kieran, take the helm for a moment.
He grunts and does so, not really thinking about it. Because this is like a thing that you guys do. You pass off the helm back and forth in shifts and stuff. When you
Bucky
get within...
saying-
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Bucky, without saying anything to anybody else, just kind of starts walking towards the bow or like whatever side the raft is at.
So, when your ship is within 60 feet of this guy, a swarm of cherry blossoms surrounds him, and suddenly he is standing in front of you, Bucky, at the bow of the ship, and even takes a step back, like, whoa! That is not his voice. Hold on. Whoa there. Watch where you're going, kid. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Wisdom save. I'm gonna pull my dice out. I ain't even got that out yet. So
13.
A dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
19.
Awesome. Akara, what you got for me?
That's a 21.
Okay. Bucky and Laji, you feel the detect thoughts spell cast on you.
Um. Okay. Can I not resist it, but can I push my thoughts in a specific direction so that all he gets is what I want him to get?
That's what I was going for too.
You can, but I also now need you to let me make sure that I'm reading this correctly.
I don't know what Laji's going for, but I want him to know that I only have good intentions with the fact that I'm trying to board his little tiny dinghy.
Okay, so that will be an intelligence check.
For me?
Anyone who wants to like resist.
Damn. Okay.
You succeeded.
I did?
I mean, go ahead and roll for fun, but I'll tell you this: it's a contested, and I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
You're not gonna fucking believe this.
20.
Kane.
Did you roll a natural 20?
I rolled a 1.
No.
And my intelligence is -1.
Oh no!
Okay. Well, Elijah, you do feel a probing deeper into just beyond your surface thoughts. Also, this is happening in seconds. Like 3 seconds has passed since you have felt him push into your mind. And you know it's him. And after just a few seconds of pushing deeper into your head, Bucky, you succeed, and the effect ends on you. But
Oh, can I? Is there a way I can like manipulate that into him, like thinking what I want him to, like my thoughts?
yeah, I mean, like that. You can flavor your check as you were pushing your thoughts in a certain direction. That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
So as he's like in my mind and he's reading my thoughts, all he can hear is Bucky saying, "I really want to board this man's vessel and introduce myself. He seems like such a friendly person."
Oh, I liked it. I like that. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are the people that are not getting brain probed able to tell what's happening?
No. You succeeded initially, and that means that you didn't feel the effects of the spell at all.
Okay. Okay. Because I was just thinking, like, this dude just popped onto our ship unannounced and is now, like, just looking at us, essentially, from my perspective. And so I was thinking of maybe taking, like, a dagger or, like, one of my swords out and, like, holding it up to his jaw. Of, like, what are you doing here?
Absolutely, you can. So, I'm gonna resolve this in a couple of ways. So, all at once, I'm gonna say this goes down. So he's probing while at the same time as Eod's sword comes up, and excuse me, and all at once he says, "Relax, relax. I mean you no harm. I was just simply testing your intentions, and they seem to be." And he reaches up slowly and kind of gently tries to push the point of your sword away with his just two fingers. And he says, "Just testing to make sure your intentions were pure. The area you're headed into is, I'll say, full of unsavory types. But I sense good in you all." And he turns and holds his hand out specifically to Bucky and says, "And I thank you for your kindness. You are just very friendly. It's refreshing to see, especially after what I've been."
Bucky looks at his hand and smiles, and he takes it with a strong, firm grip.
He does not have as strong a grip. You get the feeling that he's like, he in fact doesn't have a very strong grip at all. You get the feeling that he's been very cloistered his whole life, and you get that same feeling from his like his physical appearance. You know, he doesn't have a shirt on. He's very thin. He's not. He's kind of cut. You know what I mean? He's muscular in a thin, lithe, wiry kind of way.
Lean.
Like, my man works out, but he doesn't eat too often.
Yes, he's very good.
What's our ship's name?
Sorry, say again.
The name of our chef, is that Finn?
Yes.
While Bucky is breaking this guy's hand, he's gonna go, "Finn! Get around to supper going!"
By the time that you turn around, he is already gone. Nothing but a pile of cherry blossoms where his feet once were, and you see him standing back on his little raft as it zooms away, and he says, "I look forward to seeing you all again. Come visit me sometime."
Didn't even want to stay.
Alrighty.
I'm happy that happened that way.
What's with the cherry blossoms?
Oh, you'll find out later.
What's with the not wanting to eat?
That too.
Give my minute too much or something.
I kind of wish he wanted to hang out too, but that wasn't his character, you know. So, following the directions that you have mapped out, you do begin to see more ships of various sizes, materials, like everything you can think of There's even one ship that you're like, is that ship glowing? Like the entirety of the ship is glowing. It's like midday. What's happening? You see all these ships headed in the same direction, the direction that you're following, and eventually on the horizon you see excuse me, an island, towers rising up, in the distance. You can see, as you get closer, you can feel the ship rock a bit as something latches, and you are gently being pulled towards this island, where you see many docks. This island is huge. It's nearly a continent. Like you don't think you could walk from one end to the other in several days. And it's only as you do get closer and see these various, like, hundreds of docks kind of sprouting out, like almost like the spokes of a wagon wheel. You see other ships also being pulled into their docking spot. And in fact, if you look below the ship, there are various giant sea creatures doing this hauling. Yours in particular is a dragon turtle that has kind of gently begun pushing you with its shell. It dwarfs your ship. There is a wall kind of built up around the center of this island. Or excuse me, around the edge of this island, concealing anything in the center. One thing that can be seen past the wall are 4 massive masts, 3 set side by side with a 4th centered in front of the middle. And atop the middle mast is a Jolly Roger flown proudly, a skull with elven ears and a shock of red hair surrounding the skull like a mane. It is at this moment that you realize that this is no island. This is a ship, or at least a collection of ships. You have a few moments as you are being pulled in. Christian is stood at the edge of the ship in awe, and also you can feel just this energy of nervousness surrounding him. He's very not excited about this.
Can we try to make friends with the dragon turtle that's pushing us?
Absolutely. How do you want to go about it?
That's a good question. Hakara, do you have talks with animals?
I don't. But
Damn.
I do have a +4 to animal handling.
Okay, because I only have a +2.
I gotta check my stuff, but first or second session, I talked to a bunny. Give me a second.
Okay. I love that you talk to a bunny.
I do. I have speak with animals.
Oh yes.
Oh, sick.
By the way, while we've been on this ship, would we have reaped the benefits of a long rest?
Yes, absolutely. Also, on Quest Portal, I just realized I need to pull up what you guys are seeing.
All right.
Oh shoot, I'm not in Quest.
I have the kind of battle map version pulled out, and obviously it's a lot less.
Oh.
I love having that moment with the players where I pull up the map and they're like, "Oh no."
What the fuck am I looking at?
I haven't even seen it yet.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
Here we go. Oh. 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 Yeah, I'm down. So, Laji took notice of Christian's nervousness earlier.
Yeah.
Walks up to him, places a hand on his shoulder, and looks at him and goes, "Worry not. We have one thing that they don't. We know we're here."
He he points down and he says, "Yeah, they do too. If this is happening."
Well, that simplifies the problem then. At least we won't have to find them.
Well, if they know that we're coming, likely things are not going to go our way. But
You're not versed in tipping the tables, are you?
no, I'm not. I will say I have faith in you all, though. I've seen what you can do. That's why I pledged my hand here. He laughs nervously.
Well,
So, how are we coming along with this Speak with Animals plan?
Okay, so Eode has you dabble in like coastal stuff, right?
Yeah, like it's my like preferred setting or whatever.
Okay. DM, would they be able to identify what type of food that the dragon turtle likes, and if we have any aboard?
Oh, you have plenty aboard. 1, 2, 4,
God damn it.
7. You got 7 parcels of food aboard.
Yeah,
So
I
people.
figured. How much meat do we have that's not alive?
I'm going to say, because I hate fucking survival shit, an appropriate amount for a week's long journey. You guys were preparing for this for several days, so enough for 7 people for several weeks. I'm going to assume that's over a few hundred pounds of meat.
Okay. Bucky would like to go down and grab about 20 pounds of meat.
Cool. So just real quick. Sorry, I'm just checking one thing. Okay, cool. I will say, Eode, being a coastal ranger. Actually, would you mind making a probably like nature at advantage for me?
Okay. I got a 15.
Okay, so that does grant you the knowledge. You might not necessarily have seen a dragon turtle, but you've been in coastal areas. You like are very familiar at home with coastal areas.
Yeah.
Dragon turtles are called dragon turtles because they're dragons. That would be the like creature type.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna become friends with a dragon.
But yeah, so you have about 20 pounds of meat.
Awesome. Now, question. Before I go above deck and like kind of reveal my plan to everybody, if I go into my water elemental form, will I be able to keep up with the dragon turtle to speak to it?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on.
Okay.
Bucky just gets swallowed whole.
Hey, if it happens, it happens.
You would have. You think you have enough? Yeah. You would have exactly enough. Yeah.
All right. So, without really telling anybody, Bucky's just kind of gonna run above deck, scream, "William, give me a hand!" And as he jumps into the water, he wants William to activate the water spirit.
Wait, did you look at that?
He does so.
But
All right, so
but
Bucky
like
now in
that.
the water with the
But
the
like
20 pounds of meat. I'd like to get in front of the dragon turtle and just like release some chicken, maybe about 2 or 3 pounds.
Um. It hungrily swallows it up, um,
All right.
and says to you, um, in Aquan, which you understand because you are currently a water elemental, um, I do so greatly appreciate the treat, but you're an odd thing. Why are you here?
Hi, my friend. That's actually the question I have for you. You see, we're just kind of drifting along the waters and happen to notice that we're being carried by you. I'm curious as to see if you may be able to relay as to what's going on here. And he's gonna release another pound.
He just sucks it up. After a few snaps, he he says back to you again in Aquan. I serve Redmayne. I would have assumed the same of you. Do you not know where you are?
Refresh my memory. Did we know that we were coming here? Was this our goal?
And here, and here, and here.
I thought so. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know that you knew that you were going to Redmayne's domain.
I believe our objective was to locate any information we could on our trail to Redmayne, but we didn't have the idea that we would be on his doorstep, so to speak.
Okay. Bucky's gonna pretty much relay that like we knew that we were looking for him, but we didn't know that we were here.
You'll be here when he requires you to. It seems you are required to be here. And he kind of winks at you.
Okay. I'm gonna release another 5 pounds. I believe that puts me down to 10.
He is like at the moment you drop it, he's gobbling it up.
My friend, is there any way that you may be able to kind of delay our expected welcome, if you know what I mean?
You almost read a panicked look on his face, and he says, "No, I can't do that. I must fulfill my job. I must fulfill my task."
Ah, I see. Half a pound. And he's actually gonna make this kind of hard. He's gonna kind of toss it a little out of the way.
He speaks again. Jesus, biscuit. He speaks again to you after kind of moving slightly. He knows this whole time he's got these spikes, like these big ridges. Actually, let me post a picture of what this guy looks like for you guys.
Okay. And but while he's eating that half, I just want Bucky to quickly say like, whatever happens, my friend, happens. I honestly admire that you're loyal to your master. If I know that you have to deliver us to our destination, but if there's any way that you could kind of get us somewhere safe for us, I would appreciate it.
He he speaks again. I appreciate the treat, as I've said. Loyalty is not in question here. I cannot leave this task incomplete. I am incapable. At this point, you were probably within a mile or so of the port.
All right, my friend. Thank you for your time. And he's gonna release the rest of the food to him and go back up.
Awesome. Awesome sauce.
And I will relay everything to everybody. Bucky will actually scream for everybody to come up top deck, top deck.
Finn and Kieran definitely already have. Finn is looking in awe at the ship. The massive continent-sized ship.
Yeah, he'll just relay the whole information about how dude's got to do his job, and we're going exactly where we think we are.
Logi, this is 100% his trademark. Some sort of magic he has. You know it. He, puts people, puts things, animals, whatever he wants under some sort of thrall. Charms, controls them, whatever. You're not shocked.
One thing's for certain, there will be no shortage of violence here.
So I'm sorry. Continue your conversation. I don't mean to interrupt the conversation discussing it.
That's all I had to say, unless anyone else has anything.
That's all I had.
So Christian does say, well, likely he knows we're here, for sure.
I can't have
If he knows we're here, it's not going to be a straight shot. He's going to put us through his gauntlet, or he's going to outright have us killed. I don't. I'm very nervous. As he gives you his concerns and talks upon what's on its mind, you feel your ship kind of rock to a stop as you were moving at the speed of a dragon turtle. and suddenly you are, no longer moving at the speed of a dragon turtle and docked. Also, you feel another kind of bump as something latches to the bottom of your ship once again. This time it's pretty clear that it's something locking your ship in place. Your gangplank falls on its own to the dock in front of you. You notice other people all around, like there are hundreds of ships here, are climbing off the gangplank, and just before they step onto the actual dock itself, vanish as if yanked out of existence, teleported away. You don't know, but no one has actually set foot on a dock around here, and everyone seems not concerned about it. Also, no one's questioning anyone else. No one is talking to anyone else outside of their ship. How do you proceed?
I'm not getting off the boat.
Does Laji know anything about this area at all?
No. This is completely different from what you would know. Like, this is a whole different setup.
Okay. Well, no need to wait for the party to start itself, Laji says as he begins stepping off the ship.
I'll follow after Logic.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I'm guessing
as you... Sorry, go ahead, Logic.
I'm guessing we should maybe find our way in, if that is a thing. If in is a way to go.
You don't have to worry about that for long.
Okay.
As you're walking down the gangplank, you find yourself... Okay, cool. I got the right thing for it. You find yourself standing in a library room. Seamlessly as you step off the gangplank onto the dock. I'm sorry, Bucky, you said you wanted to not get off the ship. Are you following suit, or did you still want to stay on the ship?
I will reluctantly follow.
I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine. We can split the party.
Nah, we going.
Okay. You find yourself in... That doesn't look right. Hold on. No, that is right. Okay. In this kind of chamber, the door behind you is locked. It is about 50 feet across, this room. There are, shelves of books all along the walls. 65 feet that way. Nice. In the center of the room is this pedestal with a locked chest on it. And directly behind you on the door is a plaque with a riddle engraved in it.
Read the riddle.
Yeah, what's it say?
In harmony they shall guide your way. Balance the elements, don't delay. Choose wisely, seek the key. Unlock the chest and claim what's free.
Can you say that one more
Interesting.
time for me?
Yes. Actually, you know what I'll do? I will copy it and paste it in the Discord.
There we go.
I will still
That
read
way.
it aloud for you. In harmony, they shall guide your way. Balance the elements, don't delay. Choose wisely, seek the key, unlock the chest, and claim what's free. And as it says, there are these 4 kind of pedestals surrounding the chest in the center. I used crates for the thing, but that's because I couldn't find anything that looked how I wanted.
Okay, so for this purpose, they are not crits.
Yeah, for this purpose, how do I do the thing? For this purpose, they are not, no.
Alright. How should we go about this? Is there anything in the room that
Resembles elements.
seems suspicious?
Not at a glance. You can investigate to see further.
Oh yeah, that's happening. My intelligence is ass, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Maybe.
Nat 2021.
Jesus. Okay. I mean, it seems like a library. There's you think that the mechanism that is locking the door behind you is directly linked to the lock on the chest, and you can even see similar runes engraved into the padlock on the chest and the like steel shuttered lock on the door.
Okay.
Upon close inspection of the pedestals, there is small carvings on each one, representing elements. There's a fire, water, earth, and air symbol.
Well, I mean, if it's just as simple as like putting water in the water one, I do have create or destroy water.
Shot.
We can definitely give that a shot. There's only one way to find out.
Yeah. Might as well. Hit him with it, Eode.
Okay. So I mean, I just fill
Yeah.
up the container with water, I guess.
Yeah. A kind of lid slides closed over the water container.
Okay. Sick.
This and pulls out the wind fan and walks over to the air one.
Pulls out the wind fan and walks over to it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hit it with the gust of wind.
Beautiful. Can you make a charisma saving throw for me?
Do I have to? Oh, you know what? Actually, I rolled a 7, but I'm gonna use my inspiration. Oh, that was a 1. Fuck me.
Correct.
Okay.
Everything roll initiative.
No, that's all. No, nothing happens. The lid slides over the air one. You were saying, Hakara?
Oh, I was just gonna say I have the Best of wind cantrip.
Oh, sorry that I did that.
Oh, you're good.
We don't have earth and fire left.
It's
I was gonna say
it's a second
elementally. That's
level
all I
spell,
had to
kind of.
contribute.
For the fire one, can we just use like in my equipment and stuff, I have like a tinder box.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that works perfectly fine. You set a spark into the bowl on the fire pedestal, and it slides closed.
Sick.
Is there any dirt on the ground anywhere?
I was gonna say how much dirt do
know.
we need? Because like we probably have dirt on us.
Too bad we don't have anybody named Donnie Jepp around to chant about a jar of dirt or anything.
Donnie Jeff, I love it.
I'm gonna try it.
Captain Spagjero.
Spack Jero.
Coming to a Hoist the Colors campaign near you.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I'm sure you could gather up some, a handful of sand or dirt. You guys haven't had a good chance to like stop and have a beach episode where you bathe in a river somewhere.
I assume we're all on the same page here. We throw as much dirt as we can into the one marked with the earth element.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are shoveling, trying to find every last ounce of shaking out your gloves and your spare shirts, and eventually one of you finds like a small speck, a single grain of sand in the tread of their boot, and throws it in, and the lid closes shut. Or yes, and the chest opens up with a burst of magical light. Nothing crazy. You're not like getting flashbangs. Just like a Legend of Zelda.
Shimmer.
Yeah. And inside the chest is a key.
Which I'm assuming is for the door.
I mean, you can assume all you want to, but you'll never know until you try it.
Yeah, I know. Worried about touching the key.
I'll go get it. I grabbed the key.
Okay. So, roll initiative. No, I'm just kidding.
Gimmick.
I was gonna say I just lost an arm.
As you turn the key, the door clicks open with a heavy thud, and as you swing it open, you see nothing inside. And by nothing, I mean there's literally it's like an abyss through the door.
I'll go in.
What you see in front of you is a large room in the style of a kitchen. There's an icebox kind of chest that sits in the center of the room. There's a marble countertop counter around the edge of the room. Oh yeah, I need to... Oh no, I don't actually have this as a map for you guys. We'll move on shortly. It looks very much so just like a kitchen. There are pots and pans, dirty and clean, covering every surface. There's cooking prep tools every 6 feet chained to the counter with just enough room for them to be moved around and used. And in this room, there is what appears to be a teenage boy and a young girl, as well as Christian, who did not appear in the room behind you all. And Christian is of course, hugging his children. And as you enter the room, he looks up at you, Bucky. You were the first one to enter, with panic in his eyes for a moment, and then it quickly fades as he approaches you and points, or as he approaches, he runs up to you and points at his kids, and he says, "They're here. I knew they were here. I'm so thank you for taking me. How do we?" And he, is frantically gesturing at them, which is where you notice that they are also chained to the counters. How do we? I don't know what to. How do we get them out?
Okay, I know it's a 10-foot radius, but can I control my earth tremor to just stomp on the chains and try to break them?
I don't think so in this circumstance, specifically because they have just enough chain to move around and do their prep work. So they have like maybe 6 or 8 feet of chain.
Is there any chance that I can make an attack roll on the chains?
You absolutely can, yeah.
Just and giggles. I'm attempting to break these chains. I'm gonna make 2 attack rolls, 1 for each chain, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're in a otherwise empty room.
Okay.
I'll do that too. Well, hey, we'll swing our weapons at the same time. Maybe we'll cause enough friction.
Okay. Okay, so the first attack roll is an 18.
Mine's a 17.
Second attack is a nat 20.
Same. I shit you not.
That is.
I shit you not. Holy shit.
That is fucking wild. So go ahead and roll the damage on those for me.
Alright, so first one.
8. Wait, no, that's 8 plus 3, so that's 11.
I got 8 plus 4, 12 for the first
Yo,
one.
my second roll 8! Alright.
These chains burst in a spray of metal.
And then the second one's gonna be a crit, so.
Oh yeah, no. See, the thing is, you like they basically, chains are metal, and they have I forget exactly what it's called, but basically the stone, or not stone, sturdy thing. Where
you have to do 10 damage.
Yeah, even if you hit, you have to do a certain amount of damage. You guys did. Those dice are gorgeous. Even if you hit, you have to deal a certain amount of damage. You guys both dealt over 10 damage with your hits, so yeah, you shatter them easily.
Do we need to roll up the damage for our second hits, or are we just good for that?
No, you're good. Like I said, you fucking shattered them.
But both of my hits were 11. I'm freaking 8 on the dice.
Yeah, that's so fantastic. I love it. I mean, that was like truly meant to be. So with that, Christian looks up at you all and he says, I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I know. I'm sorry. This. Go ahead.
No, never mind. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I don't want to interrupt you.
Christian says, I'm sorry. I can't. My promise was to come with you to save my kids, and they've been saved. I have to try and get out of here. I have to go with them. I'm sorry.
Bucky's gonna put his hand on his shoulder and go, We were expecting nothing less, my friend. Keep your kids safe.
God, those purple are gorgeous too. With that, he nods and walks over to Laji and puts his hand out. And he says as he does so, you made me realize a lot about myself and other people, and You've inspired me. I can't thank you enough for that.
Have a weapon on him right now.
He has a just like a basic short sword.
You made a point to say it was like all beaten up last time when he was introduced to his gear.
Yes, but he got fixed up with the townsmith. He has kind of very basic gear, but it's more functional than what he had when he first walked into town.
Okay. As a show of respect, I would like to give him my normal battle axe. Maybe he can find more function out of it than a short sword.
You place it in his palm, and he looks at you, kind of in awe, and he says, "I can't accept this. You need to. You're gonna need this. You're gonna actually be fighting."
Give me the short sword. I'll get it hidden for you.
As this conversation's going on, Bucky is giving one of the kids his dagger, and I'm going to cast mending on their clothes.
Oh, I love it. Christian, we'll resolve that in just a second. Christian looks up at you, takes a brief moment of contemplation, and he says, "Right, you've been here before. You would know best." And he pulls the sword from his belt loop sheath and hands it off to you.
Sweet. So I'm going to take the battle axe out of my inventory and add a short sword.
Sounds good to me. So, Bucky, you have given a dagger and cast mending on the kid's clothes, right? Which, the little girl or the teenage boy? Do you hand the dagger to?
The boy, he's older.
Cool. He looks at you and he says, I appreciate, I don't know how to use this.
I am going to cast heroism and say, I don't know. Give me a second. I'll get back to you on that. But I want to cast heroism on him to inspire him to kind of step up for his sister.
I like it a lot. You know what? Actually, why don't you go ahead and take an inspiration for that? You just spent one, anyways. So, I like that. Laji as well. Actually, you are doing a good job as a paladin.
I already have an inspiration. Do I get more than one, or can I only have one at a time?
Unfortunately, only one at a time.
Okay, that's cool.
I am trying to be better. I'm trying to be better about giving them out to you guys at appropriate moments. So, also don't be afraid to be like, "Hey, that was something very, like special to my class. Is it possible that would give me an inspiration?" Because I just don't think about it,
Yeah, you're fine.
So, when you cast heroism on him, his loose grip on the dagger, almost like he didn't even know what to do with it, tightens, and his hands drop by his side, and he just kind of, like, you notice his chest puff out a little bit. His confidence is boosted, and he gives a silent nod to you. As the steel glazes over in his eyes.
Heck yeah.
All right. So there is one door out of this kitchen type room And Christian gathers his kids after, giving you all thanks and tucking this battle axe, great axe, battle axe. I forget exactly what battle axe into the belt loop sheath. It's a little awkward, but it's what he can do. As he leads his kids through what appears to be, when you open the door again, there's just an abyss through it. But it is the only door out.
I guess that's the way we have to walk.
Sounds like it.
I'm down, let's go.
Let's get it.
So, you step through into this kind of room that almost isn't a room. It's more of a cavern, a kind of deep underground cave. And yeah. What is everyone's passive perception?
14.
Jesus. It's a good passive.
14.
14 from Hakara as well.
12.
12, okay.
Or no, my bad. 10.
I'm sorry, what are we rolling?
Looking at our passive perception.
Yeah, what is your passive perception?
Okay.
Cool, okay.
12.
Awesome. I love to hear that.
I don't love to hear that.
I don't like it when the DM likes the outcome.
Laji, can you make an intelligence saving throw?
God damn it.
Alrighty. Fun. That is a 15 total.
Cool. This guy becomes visible to you as
This guy.
he has just attempted to assault your brain.
Yeah.
To just Logic. Or has he become visible to all of us?
To all of you. He has attempted to get Laji to beat the shit out of one of you. Can we roll initiative, please?
Yeah.
I want to note right now, Kane, that I have equipped the short sword and am now 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, beautiful. Awesome.
15.
Just a 4.
I got an 11.
12.
Before we start, I cast Shillelagh.
I'll let you do that as a reaction.
Okay.
Basically, it spends your reaction for the first turn.
That's fine.
Shit. No, I can't 2-weapon fight.
Why can't you?
Well, I can if I equip my hand axe. Yeah.
Well, you can do it with the battle axe. It just you would have to use the D8 rather than the D10 because you'd be one-handing it. Actually, I think it's because it's heavy.
Yeah, two weapon fighting requires two light weapons.
Yeah, you're right. That's my bad.
Fine, fuck it. I'll equip a hand axe and short sword for shits and giggles for this one. Let's get it.
Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Who had a 15?
Bucky.
Okay, and then do we remember who was next in that order?
What did Lasha get?
12. I got the lowest, I believe.
No, I got a 4.
I got an
Oh,
11.
shit.
Okay. So that would be Laji. And okay, Bucky, you were up first. There's stalagmites and stalactites and like everything around here is once you start getting through these rocks, it's going to be difficult terrain. But up to this first 15, maybe 25, 30 feet, you're completely good to move fully. Hold that so everybody can see it who's on here.
So it's difficult terrain right after this bit right here.
Correct. He's about 20 feet behind this kind of difficult terrain.
I remember asking this last time, but I don't remember hearing the answer. Oh, actually, I don't know if I can... No, because I can only water shape once a day. Never mind. I was going to ask if I could navigate over the difficult terrain. It was... No, not a wisdom. Yeah, that's all I have. Make a wisdom save.
Make a wisdom save. I don't like the wisdom saves. What is his wisdom score? Not fantastic. Does a 2 save?
No, that'd be 13 damage from Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Damn. Got him.
And I noticed that there are kind of larger rocks. Would I be able to move myself in a way that gets me, like, cover?
Absolutely, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use 20 feet of movement.
Cool, Leo. That means, Laji, you are up next.
Sweet. How far can I move?
Full movement speed up to these rocks up here.
Wait. Getting as close as I can.
Cool. So you're gonna fucking...
Bum
up there.
rush them, yeah.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
I like Armor of Agathis. That's a good one.
And then that's all I can do for now.
Awesome. Well, that's good for me. Because... That seems about right. 15 feet. I don't want to cheat you guys. He moves into quarter cover. And turns invisible.
I at least know his last location.
Correct.
Okay. Noted.
It cannot see. Okay, cool. Eo, it is your turn.
What do you want, honey?
Oh, yeah, you're muted if you didn't know.
I did not know I was muted.
No, I looked over and I was like, oh, that's a mute symbol. Let me say something.
Yeah, I was just over here talking to myself. Can you move me up, like, even with Logi, but, like, up a little bit closer to where we last saw the guy before he disappeared?
Yeah, I think that's about as far, if that
Okay.
updated correctly.
Okay, that's fine. And then can you make a let me see, a dex saving throw, because I'm going to use Acid Splash in the last area that we saw him.
Oh, that's fucking
Smart.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That
What's the radius on that? It's good. It's a good chance of hitting.
I have a 60-foot range.
Oh.
Does a 11 save.
It matches it.
Okay, so
Better thing.
it does save, but this also has
Damn.
an area. Oh, that's a weird how they do. I like how they do that in Baldur's Gate a lot better. So I'm going to shift my rules a little bit. There is an area. That's 10 feet.
There.
Yeah, that little blacked out area is an area of a pool of acid. I say a pool, like splashed acid on the rocks. That was really good. If you don't have inspiration, take it, because that was a good ranger. That was a ranger thing to do.
Oh, thank you. How do I mark that in D&D Beyond?
So at the top of your
under your
page,
name.
yeah. Are you on mobile or?
Oh,
Okay,
I see it.
Cool, good.
Yes.
Under your hit
Thank you.
points, might be.
Cool. So that, if that's your turn,
Yes.
that will bring us around to Hikara. You're up.
Okay. So I would like to cast. Let me just double check. Yeah. I'd like to cast fairy fire.
Oh, you motherfucker!
If for anybody that doesn't know, each object within a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. My choice. Any creature within the area, or in the area with the spell cast, is also outlined in light if it fails a dex saving throw. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
What a beautiful use
Also,
of fairy fire.
Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it.
So he is still invisible, but is outlined by light, and you see him just to the left of where he was when you cast acid spray, because he kind of jumped out of the way with his dex save.
So it failed.
No, yours is completely successful. He's still invisible, but he's outlined in light.
No, I mean, he's failed the saving throw.
Oh yeah, no, he rolled like a fucking 7.
Okay. I actually think that's all I can do right now. Let me just double check.
You have a bonus action if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my bonus actions.
I know you have 2 bonus action spells, but you already cast Shillelagh, right?
I did. Okay, I would like to go ahead and cast Flame Blade as well, just to have it on me.
Ooh, okay. So you want to describe how that goes down?
So basically, I cast a spell to make this person outlined, and then, or this creature, and then right after, a blade made of flames appears in my hand.
Badass.
Sick.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. With that turn, we come back around to Bucky. Wait, did you want to move at all?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move about to right there.
Cool. That's well within your movement speed. You actually have like another 10 feet if you want.
No, I'm good right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Bucky, you are up.
Alright, I want to do something rad, but it requires some setup. So, I think I'm gonna run up to kind of catch up to the group right here.
Like right about there? Or you want to go a little bit further? Because you do have the movement speed to move another like 5 or 10 feet.
Right here, if I could stand like on top of this rock right here. I
Yeah,
guess.
you absolutely can. That would be where difficult terrain starts. So you can get there,
Okay, then actually I'm gonna come back right here because I have an idea.
Awesome. I'm scared and excited.
We are gonna hit him with... I don't have anything ranged besides Dissonant Whispers right now. I'm gonna hit him... Yeah, give me another wisdom save.
So that's a save from me. Does a 14 save?
Yeah.
Does that not have a save effect? Yeah, it takes half as much.
Oh, okay, cool. Rock on. 5, 2, and a 3. So half at 5.
He's not a fan of that.
Whatever. I'm gonna tap my drum and I'm gonna flip him the bard.
Flip him apart. He makes it. Yeah. Laji, that is your turn.
As Laji hears him go, yeah, Laji looks him dead in the eyes and goes,
So he says,
And
"What?
how-
Your mic peaked."
oh, he just,
He
Like grunts
also
back at him.
how far am I from him?
About 20
Straight
feet.
line?
You
20
could
feet of difficult terrain.
you could absolutely because if you use 15 feet, you'll be within 5 feet, and you get your attacks that way. You get in
5
range.
feet. Sweet. I'm there.
So you all see Laji kind of like mountain goat up and around these like stalagmites and piles of debris and rubble.
Straightest line to my target is the most efficient. Alright. So, I'm going to make an attack roll with my hand axe first.
You have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Fairy fire.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Sweet.
Come to
7 damage. And then, for my bonus action, how does the bonus action weapon damage work again?
You
I
just don't get
proficiency bonus.
correct.
Okay, so just a flat roll.
Yes.
Alright.
You also have advantage on this one.
Okay. Alright, so does a 21 hit?
21 definitely hits. Yeah.
That's 1 damage. As I just kind of poke him with the short sword.
Beautiful. He is. I just heard you say, "Ow." Are you okay?
Yeah, he just pulled out an arm here.
Okay.
Just wasn't ready for it. I feel like he's like basically like, Mom's in pain. Let's add more pain.
So this guy is going to try and attack you. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Cool. Does a 9 hit?
It does not.
Cool. That's good. You're going to take 5 piercing damage and 10 psychic damage.
15 damage. Did he hit me with a melee?
Yes. Oh, you have Armor of Agathis. What happens with that?
He's gonna take 5 cold damage.
So that's... Damn, I love... Y'all really... Wow. Y'all are all about your class effects and shit. He then shrinks to half size as he casts reduce on himself.
Fun.
And is going to take the chance at running away. So 5 feet.
Would he
there.
provoke opportunity
He would.
or no? Love it. I get 1 attack, even though I get 1 attack with my main weapon.
Correct.
Okay. Is this at advantage?
It is. It would be, yeah.
That's actually what I was about to ask.
Okay. does a 19 hit.
It meets, it beats.
That will be 5 damage.
Okay, so that actually prevents him from moving.
Oh.
Yeah, when they are interrupted, when Eode, you're up.
Yeah. Okay, one, how far away am I?
With difficult terrain, you are 15 feet, so you would need full movement to reach him. Or actually,
Okay.
you could reach his range within 10 feet if you really wanted to, skimp it. Save as much movement as you can. Which isn't necessary, I'm just saying.
Well, okay, I have a couple questions. So, I was reading about breath weapon.
Yeah.
A 15-foot cone of cold damage emanating from my mouth.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Would that just be my action then? Like a spell almost?
It depends. I want to say it's a bonus action.
Okay.
Let me just double check, because I don't want to...
Yeah.
It is an action. It is a full action, yes.
Okay. Let me just double check something. Okay, my second question. If I go fully my 15 feet into his space and use a powered take, since I need a 5-foot radius around me so that Laji wouldn't get hurt, is there enough room?
If you kind of come up beside him, yeah. Rather than just, going into his face, if you kind of come up to flank him.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
So you'd
And I
be
will
kind of
use...
right here. And that
Yes.
probably says 5 feet, but in my head it looks different. I'm saying that you got it.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to use a powered take then. And does a dirty 22 hit?
Absolutely it does.
Sick. That is 8 damage. Oh, and that's necrotic damage.
Cool.
And then I want to...
What does it look like? What does it look like when you kill him?
Oh, sick. Okay. I want to slash him, like, diagonally, like shoulder to hip.
Oh, yeah.
And as I slash him, I want the opening to, like, get all necrotic and gross and, like, die.
You would have advantage on this roll. Roll again just to see if you get a natural 20.
On the hit DC one?
Yeah, to the attack roll,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I did not.
Cool, that's fine. Either way, I just wanted to make sure that you got your full, glorious moment.
Oh, yeah. No, I appreciate it.
So, almost like some sort of weird, specific horror movie or series that may or may not feature a gorgeous man that I want to have my babies. I really like Pedro Pascal, okay?
Agreed.
This kind of necrotic, festering kind of boils and spores and just like decay begins to consume his body slowly as you slash across his from shoulder to hip, kind of almost like gutting him.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So let me get back to.
Real quick, Laji walks up to Eode and makes a motion to fist bump.
Oh, I totally fist bump you back.
Nice, I love it. As he falls dead. Yeah, that was really good. That was good. There is. I actually learned that I can do this. I made it really big so you all can see it. I can toggle him dead.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but for now, this area here that I'm pinging, the rock wall kind of slides away, opening, revealing yet another abyssal doorway.
Let's go.
Cool.
Are we out of initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you step foot into a roughly 30-foot squared room that seems to be within the bowels of an enormous ship. The ceiling stretches high above, shrouded in shadows, and flickering lanterns are mounted on wooden beams that provide a warm, dim light. The walls are paneled with weathered wood, adorned with nautical charts, trinkets, and the occasional weapon rack. The air carries a subtle scent of sea salt, and the creaking sounds of a ship's movement can be felt beneath your feet. Several sturdy hammocks are slung up on the opposite sides of the room, each accompanied with a small wooden table containing what appear to be some personal effects. A large map of the seas is displayed prominently. Bucky, you will notice, looking at this map, that it's not that far off of what you have. What you have pieced together. A small desk with a chair is neatly arranged near the center, showcasing navigational instruments and a ledger. In one corner, a barrel of fresh water stands beside a small wash basin, offering some basic amenities for what you assume are the guards or natives of this space. Overall, the quarters embody a sense of simple functionality, very practical, and reflect the life of those who live here. There is a door on either side of this room, on the far sides. There doesn't appear to be anything like special or significant about this room. I'm going to shine a light on my intention. This is an area specifically designated for you guys to short rest if you choose to do so.
Okay. I'm taking that. No, I'm not hesitating. Take that.
Yeah, that Mind Master hits like a bitch.
He did, but he got hit back just as hard.
Yeah, that is such a clutch spell for a paladin to have. Armor of Agathis. You're gonna be up in a motherfucker's face anyways. Because that's my issue with taking it as a warlock, or I think sorcerers get it too, is that you're hardly ever up in somebody's face anyways, you know?
Yeah.
So not often things are gonna hit you with a melee attack. Usually it's gonna be range. Whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got all my health back. off of that short rest.
Hey, Kane, could I possibly ask a favor?
Yeah.
So I have I guess it's like a special ability, Dread Ambusher, and so it adds a +2 to my initiative rolls, and then at the start of the first turn of each combat, your walking speed increases by 10, which lasts until the end of that turn. If you take the attack action on that turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of the action, dealing an extra 1/8 damage of the weapon's damage type on a hit.
Yes.
So, well, I guess one is that already all worked into my numbers on D&D Beyond.
The initiative should be yes. The additional damage and walking speed, no. Um,
Okay.
I will actually make a note of that so we can remember.
Yeah, that was going to be my favor. If you would try and help me remember at the beginning to.
So your normal walking speed is what, 30 feet?
Yes. So I would get
First turn
40.
you'd have 40, yeah.
Yeah.
And an extra attack that would deal extra damage.
Right.
That's badass.
Yeah. I was looking over it and I was like, I don't feel like this is being utilized right.
No, it actually is really good with your weapon type, because give and take do slashing damage until you activate them. And when you activate them, they deal necrotic, or is the other one right? No, it just deals necrotic.
Yeah, it's just necrotic, or the other one gives the people around me temporary hit points.
Cool. So yeah, if you do so choose to do activate it and hit with the necrotic, it would deal an additional 1d8 necrotic.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, if you have the right lineup to activate it.
Yeah.
So I just want to check in. How is everybody? Because I mean, this is a big dungeon crawl. We still have at least 3 or 4 more rooms. How does everybody feel now that we're kind of in like a save state room?
I'm good. I'm good to keep going.
I'm good to keep going if everybody else is.
I might be the party pooper because I think I have like maybe one more room in me.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. So we can do this next room if you guys want. But it's probably going to be a puzzle, just so you guys know.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay with the puzzle if everybody else says.
I'm down.
So, in that case, you step through this abyss and are presented with this image. You enter a room designed like the interior of a ship's cabin, with wooden planks for flooring and the distant sound of crashing waves. In the center of the room is a circular pattern resembling a ship's wheel, surrounded by intricate carvings of sea creatures. At the far end, a pedestal holds a conch shell. An inscription above it reads, "Sailors' wisdom shall guide you to your prize."
Would you post that in the chat again?
Yes.
Sorry, it just helps to see it sometimes.
No, absolutely. I'm here to facilitate you having a good time. If that means you need to physically see it, that's what that means.
Can I do like a, I don't know, maybe like a investigation on the room to see if there's like booby traps to anything that I can sense?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation roll for me.
Okay. Fuck yeah, 18.
There seems to be like pressure plates under the symbols that take an input. Beyond that, you're not really sure exactly what they would do,
Okay.
but they definitely activate something.
Okay.
Would that conch shell be like a normal size? I can hold it.
Yeah, yeah. I have a rock on this pedestal over here, but that's just because I couldn't find a good shell, so it's symbolic.
Okay.
I mean, it is fairly large, but it's not hard to hold or anything.
I have an idea, but I don't know if Laji would know to try this. My idea is to pick up and listen to the conch shell.
I was gonna say that. I feel like Akara might kind of have that idea.
Like Laji's been living in a fucking cave for a while. I don't know that he would know that.
Well, I was gonna say if Laji doesn't really think, I can do it.
So, who wants to be the one to put the spider in there? I mean, listen to the shell.
The what?
I'm just messing with you.
I'm gonna make William do it. Get out here.
So you're calling on William.
Yeah, I was actually, when we first entered this room, I was gonna ask if he wanted to come out and look around.
So, you surrender yourself to the feeling of William taking over, and it almost feels like you're being pulled into sleep, like a charm effect. You've had charm spells cast on you before, but whereas that feels very forceful and snappy and quick and sudden, this is a slow, smooth sinking, almost as if in quicksand, into something that like makes your skin tingle, until eventually Bucky is no longer Bucky, and Bucky is watching almost as if they were a security guard sat at a monitor at night from the background as William steps forth.
Hey,
Welcome.
what do we got over here? No,
William.
go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Ow! Fucker!
What happened?
Bit my finger when I went up to try to itch my head.
You okay?
William
Yeah.
bit your finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I was just gonna go tell him to listen to the shell. Damn it.
So what path does William take across the room? Good choice.
I feel like he should not touch the pressure plates.
Yeah. So
He
William,
noticed the wheel, and he just, out of respect, went around it.
So William picks up this conch and places it against Bucky's ear. And for a few moments, you don't hear much. And then this very alluring, husky voice in these long, very, very quiet whispers. And I'm gonna copy it down for you because that's, you're gonna get it. You picked up on the puzzle. North, west, so on and so on. I don't know if that even picked up.
It did.
North and then west.
Well, you get a few more directions than that. You get north, west, north, east, and south.
I see an interesting issue though.
How much weight has to be on the pressure plate?
You haven't tested the pressure plate. You don't really know. Eode did an investigation and can tell that they're pretty sensitive.
So put the conch on one.
Well, there's the issue I'm seeing isn't that there's 5, but that there's the possibility of not just north then west, but possibly northwest. Same goes.
I was wondering that too.
East.
Like how do we make that distinction of only north or northeast, or whatever?
Trial and error.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's about all you can really.
I
Because
actually
just real quick,
This
these directions, when you hear them through the conch, they do come through one at a time with several seconds in between. In between each word, but that's all I can really give you from that.
player
Okay.
knowledge, this is intentional design, and there's 5 because one of them is absolutely either northwest and or northeast.
Touche.
That would make 4.
Southeast is also an option.
Well,
Well,
east, south. South is deliberate. That one's just south. But then we have to decide which one is going to be the hybrid direction.
northeast. Okay.
Okay. Damn it.
Well,
it's also the fact that you've got north in there twice, and 2 people. There's no reason to be on the same platform at the same time. So yeah, one of them is absolutely northwest or northeast.
So I'm gonna be real with you guys. Just a little step behind the screen right now. I was so proud of myself when I came up with this concept for a puzzle.
Yeah, this is clever as shit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try northeast first. William's standing on north.
I'll stand on west.
I'll pop on northwest, or what was it? Northeast. Yeah, northeast.
And nobody's on south, right?
Yeah, south is the one that's a given. That one's absolutely what it is.
Yeah, I'll take south.
So a few things happen. You hear a groaning and a creaking as the wheel in the center begins to spin. And it starts to spin very slowly, and then suddenly, all at once, it just goes into this tornado of motion and a blur of movement, and then suddenly stops as if it is hitting wheel lock, and begins to slowly, the second thing, slowly rise in the center of the room, revealing a stairway.
Nice, we got it.
That's cool as shit, man.
Yeah, it is.
That's so cool. That's the coolest shit.
Yeah.
Playing the numbers game worked, eh, Bucky? I don't know if you did that intentionally, but nobody would design intentionally for the first one to be the gimmick. The gimmick is always in the middle. The gimmick being northeast.
I just thought, what would William do?
Also,
www.
since we are going to call it on that room, I'm going to go ahead and stop